least knows what he's been accused of. There's a start, right? It'll intertwine with my fictional book.
I said, yo, I got jewelry upstairs.
Like stories of, like...
Remind you, I don't tell them where I live.
Wouldn't they already know?
So they never knew where you lived.
I'm confused again.
Wait.
Let's back up, because how not?
These guys that you're with, did you move? How did they
Exactly.
They don't know
How?
So you moved after y'all was beefing.
So listen.
How?
So I moved there around April. We stopped being connected February. So I said, I got some jewelry back at the house. I don't tell them where I live. While I'm
telling odd on this story, though.
Sorry, they're
There really is.
Right to the front of my house. How would they know where I live at? Somebody gave me up. Somebody in that circle with my same name gave me up.
The police was recording inside the car, so who gave up, from that side, it's something a bit...
Are you gonna live?
Am I gonna live? Right?
But,
so they drive to the front.
But you must have thought that I'm confused with this.
No, they asked me, who's upstairs? I said, yo, my daughter, my baby mom. They're like, call your baby mom right now. Call me, yo, Sarah.
I gotta look into, like,
just bring down my jewelry.
Court reports on it, you know?
I said, Sarah, stop fucking asking questions. Bring my jewelry down right now. All right. Hangs up.
It's just sketchiness already, like,
Harv stays driving,
to be honest.
gets out, goes, grabs the jewelry, comes back in the car. They said, yo, once we get the jewelry, we're gonna let you out.
But hold up, you're at gunpoint at this point, right?
I said, all right. Like, start bring down that jewelry, you know what I'm trying to say? They're gonna let me out. I didn't tell her that, but in my head,
For jewelry.
Did you really think they were gonna let you out?
I hope. You know what I'm trying to say?
There's something out about his story, man.
He got in that car with that jewelry, and I heard them tires screech. I said, damn, I'm dead. They got the jewelry. They killed me. So...
You what? Then why would you have given it?
I said, yo, Harv, you said you was gonna let me out. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
If you legit thought that...
So, I was like, and the whole time they like, where that nigga at? The whole time they asking for Shotti. Shotti's nowhere to be found. That whole day I'm calling him, he not answering.
This is why he snitched, is, well, all of this, plus a lot more that's
behind their house in like Smurf Village.
About to be said, I guess.
Because I know if I get out the car, you're going to shoot me in my back. They said, if you don't get out the car, I'm going to shoot you right now.
I don't get it, though.
So I said, all right, you're going to shoot me regardless.
What's the difference between,
like,
like...
And I'm, like, getting out the car.
If they were going to shoot you regardless, why would they let you get out?
Like this, like, both
Why?
legs, like, almost out. I said, yo.
Well, I guess maybe they wanted to pop him on the street, but...
both legs out. I'm not, like, by where you fill up the gas. They like, yo, come here, let me tell you something. I already knew what that meant.
His
when
story
you say,
is
come here, let me
shaky,
tell you
though,
something,
honestly.
You about to hit me with a hot one. I just took off. And at this time, I think I'm the fastest in the world, so I'm like, run. Like, you know when you
waist in the car full of people.
I'm running straight down the middle of the street, running.
You don't even think of trying to escape through a door you know is locked.
Is he busting shots right now?
No.
Well,
I don't think he's trying
about other people, but...
I'm running. He's like, stop running. Like, he opens the door. I stop running. I'm running. I'm going. I hit a left. I hit another left. I see a Uber, like a Uber cab driver. Like, you see the big U on the front.
You're telling me they wanted you out the car to shoot you?
I reached for his back part.
Then just didn't shoot,
I just
let you
jumped in
run.
the backseat and closed it. I'm like, drive. Remember, I'm bleeding from my face. I'm bleeding. He don't know who... He don't know if I'm a psychopath trying to... He's like, get out my car. I'm like, please, yo, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm going to die. Like, stop panicking.
Do you know what? This is so creepy-ass weird.
Please, drive.
Because I tried, maybe, in my fictional book, right, yo, in my fictional book, I tried to hijack a car to escape from a situation.
Shut the fuck up, like, drive, I'm going to die.
And the woman, well, she was upset and, like...
Really? That's crazy.
Kind of screaming. So I got out, but I was up begging her, please. It's a long story.
I see Harvin shot, like I'm looking right at him because I'm in the car.
She could have helped me escape that situation, but you know.
I'm trying to think, if they know that I'm in this car and they pull out the guns on the driver, he's gonna force me to get out. Like, don't move or we're shooting at you.
You what? Why wouldn't they have popped you already? Doesn't add up.
It's okay.
Why would they
When
not
that
have
light
shot
turned green
already?
and I see them went straight,
It doesn't add
I
up.
said,
Come
sir,
on.
do not turn.
Just doesn't.
Just go slow. And then when they passed that
You know what I
intersection,
mean?
make that quick right. They went, he made the quick right. My heart just stopped like that. I said, God, that's you.
I wanted to talk to you about that.
And
Can we say that? Can we say in that moment?
Yeah.
Please, this is a big story.
Yeah.
Like what you just said is like nobody knew, right?
Yeah.
So that moment where you said, God, please, what was your conversation with God?
No.
You know how sometimes we get caught up in stuff and we're like, God, I promise I'll never do this ever.
Yo.
What was your conversation
And
with
I
God?
said, God, that can, like,
Yeah.
remember, this guy be like 2 murders, like in Kings County, from what I heard. And I knew what type of guy he was, and I knew how it was like a demon. Like I built so much love for him. For him to do that, I was just like, there's no loyalty here. You know what I'm trying to say? There's nobody who took care of him like that.
But what was that conversation with God?
My conversation with God was, I was beyond grateful, because imagine my mom, right, not seeing her son again and saying, what happened? I was just with him this morning. I see him on
Hopefully.
the news,
Yo,
dead
what's
on the
up,
intersection.
Sky? Big up
Bullet
you.
holes all bleeding out, and nobody
Ah,
there to help him.
we got
What that feels
locked.
like to
We
a
locked
brother.
off.
I know my mom's tears kept me
come
up,
on.
kept me alive that night.
I hope we're not locked off. If
know
we
that
are,
for
we'll
a
come
fact.
straight
And
back.
every day I pray to God and I say, yo, God, thank you for keeping me alive. You know how many times I could have died?
Why do
And
you
that's
think God?
God's
Why do you
praise.
think God kept
Because
you
God
alive?
got a bigger purpose for me.
And maybe
He
y'all
got a
can see
bigger purpose.
visuals.
You
I
know what it
can't.
is yet?
Listen,
But
and
shout
I'm
out
gonna get to
Sky.
God. I
I'll
really
follow
want to
you.
get to God, because at the end, I'm gonna tell you how many times God saved me throughout this whole jail and snitching shit. But look,
And
July 22nd, right? I get kidnapped.
is it
I
Muri
know who
Moore
kidnapped me, right?
Moore?
I know it was non-trained.
Wu-Tang forever.
I said, I sit down with
We got
Shotty and I said,
Wu-Tang,
yo,
but it's a
where
bit
were you?
separate to this.
He comes to my, listen, remember the June 16th day? I get locked up. I call my baby mom, like, yo, I need a lawyer. She's like, Shotty gonna take me, Jorge gonna take me to get the lawyer. July 22nd, I get kidnapped.
This guy focuses on dates a
That
lot,
night
no?
that I got kidnapped, I'm in the hospital. Shotty comes and kisses me on my forehead and
Honestly, it reminds me of
you'll be all right. I said,
a
where were you?
situation, but
'Cause they
obviously it
looking-
was
they were looking
rather
for you. Where
different
were you?
in a couple
Oh, I was here.
ways.
I
It
was
wasn't
doing
an
some things.
informant thing.
So now I'm looking at the dude funny, like, how they know where I lived at? Only you know, and my baby mom. Great. Next month, right? July 22nd, we in August. I get called to do a tour in Europe. It's like the world domination store. I started in Moscow, and I think I ended in Milan with
How comes I have to be the one who can't see the
Chris
visuals on
Brown
the screen?
fashion show.
I'm just kind of trying
Remember
to
the
guess
dates?
here.
June 16th, July 22nd. Now we in September. September, I'm on this tour. This is God again.
Okay.
I'm in Milan. I'm supposed to make a flight, right? Back to, so you know, when you're already a flight booked, everything is in the system. It says when you leave Europe.
Yes, naturally,
and
we do
land in
know that.
JFK.
It happens
You know
with
what I'm trying
train
to say? It's all
tickets. It
system.
happens, you know.
While the day I missed my flight, and I'm gonna tell you where's God. The day I missed my flight, the feds raided the crib and find that assault rifle, the robbery.
Wait, whose crib? Whose house they raid?
The apartment that I was renting.
Who did it belong to?
It wasn't mine. Like, it was Shotty's pistol that ended up in my apartment, and the robbery belongings on April 3rd were in my possession, right? I'm gonna tell you how that went. I'm coming from like shopping or whatever. I see this girl, and I think this is God. I see this girl in the lobby.
You thought the girl was God?
Beautiful Joan. So I'm like,
Girl in the lobby, bro?
yo, what's your name? I see her. She all like, oh, my name is this. Da, da, da. I'm like, yo, I gotta see. Remember, I know I got a flight, but this girl's so beautiful. I'm like, yo, I'm missing that flight. You know what I'm saying? I'll
Really?
be home. I'm coming home.
What, your life's in danger, you kidnap Reese
So
and all
boom, I
of that,
go.
but the girl has you hypnotized on that
I
level?
see her. We go out to eat. I missed the flight. At 5
Come
o'clock
on.
the next day, waking up, I see all over the blogs, Tekashi 6ix9ine, apartment raided, assault rifle, pistol. I missed that flight. The feds knew I was coming into New York wanted to raid the house.
You know, the feds have got the power to make sure you don't see certain things online. I'm surprised that
now learning what happened, I missed that flight because of that
given
girl.
FBI Connect or whatever was going on with him, that he could see certain things.
So God was
Or
like,
even if they weren't, even if that weren't the case, like with cops on him, they can manipulate what you see
I'm
online.
getting like, alright, I'm not going home
For
now.
real.
Dub, I call Sarah, like, Sarah, listen, the feds, you gotta come to Europe. At this point, I'm like, where could you not get extradited back to the United States? I'm like, yo, we're going to Dubai.
Wait a minute, back up.
Wait,
You was with your baby mama, so you was cheating?
Yeah, I was
this
cheating.
is after the
She gave
kidnap
me a fight.
thing?
No, I'm not going over there. I'm like, Sarah, I'm about to get locked up for a long time. You have to come see me. Like, yo, the baby. Like, it's like, all right.
Right, see, your plan was to go Dubai.
I go to Dubai. This is when I make the video with all of the money, and I'm like, yo, this don't make me happy. Like, I just feel like I got so much bad energy around me. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Well, yeah, after you've been kidnapped, you tend to be a bit anxious and scared,
how
and
did that pistol end up in that house?
to the point where you ain't gonna get blinkered by a girl,
Somebody
like,
trying to
that
set
you
me up.
think
Like,
is
and I remember, I'm
attractive.
thinking the kidnap situation too. I'm like, how did it? No, like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm on the internet.
Was this before? Where was this in relation to the interview you did where you said you denounced 9 Trey? Where does this fall?
This September. When I denounced 9 Trey was November.
November. Okay, so
look,
this
September.
Is
Yeah, I'm gonna get. Remember, the question is still, why did I snitch? June 16th, July 22nd. Now we in September. September, I'm going through Instagram. I'm just reading comments. All I see is, yo, 6ix9ine is so dumb. If he doesn't know his Treyway is smashing his baby mom, Shotti definitely
Oh,
fucking
come on,
Sarah.
bro. You after a
Sarah and
kidnap,
Shotti definitely
is that
fucking.
really gonna be priority?
Yo, 6ix9ine, like, just mad, like, comments saying, yo, Shotti sleeping with his girl. Shotti sleeping with his girl. You know what that feels as a man? Like, why y'all think that?
Apparently busting
Am I
kidnaps.
seeing something
You know,
that-
I don't
if y'all
get
see
how,
something
but
that I'm not, my bucket, right?
come on, bro.
So now I start getting a feeling like, yo, he's always in my house when I'm not there, right? But he wouldn't do this to me. He was, look, so before September, August, I get a call from my mom saying, yo, call Sarah, call your baby mom because they doing so much smoking in the house and I don't want to stay here. I'm like, who's smoking? Sarah doesn't smoke. She's like, well, Shotti's downstairs smoking. So I'm in Miami. I'm like, I call Shotti and said, why you in my crib? He's like, what you mean? I'm always here. Like, is it a problem? You want me to go? I'm like, yeah, you never come to my crib when I'm not there. It's like, that's all you had to say. I'm leaving right now. That's August. I'm in Miami. So now September, I'm starting to get that feeling, but I'm seeing these comments and I'm like, that wouldn't happen. You don't do that. Brothers don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So Sarah gets to Dubai. I ask her, I say, yo, what's up with all of these comments? You bugging. Like, what you mean what's up with all of these comments? That's your friend. You let him in. What do you mean? So I'm like, yo, Sarah, let me ask you something. You fucking that nigga? She's like, what? I went into a rage. I blacked out. And like you hear during the trial, I beat the shit out of Sarah. I put my hands on her. I said, yo, and the whole time,
It's not cool, man.
and God forgive me, the whole time I'm hearing her, I'm like, yo, Sarah, like, you violated? Like, you don't do that. You don't do that in the circle. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's like, yo, it's all
Bro, what about the
so
brothers
this is big.
you're supposed to be loyal to? Didn't they violate when they kidnapped you?
Exactly how, and then we're going to get into
We gotta go
because
back.
I'm going to cut her.
Well,
So I'm
go
hitting her.
beat
She's
them,
like,
you
Danny,
know?
you crazy. She's crying. She's
Only
like, Danny,
'cause,
you're
you know,
fucking, like, it's all in
they're
your head.
gender
You're going
and size
crazy.
kind
You're
of
going
thing.
crazy. Like, the money's getting to you. You're going crazy. I swear to my daughter, like, I swear to God, like, you're going crazy. Like,
And is this just because bro saw it on the internet?
I'm raging. I'm like, yo, Sarah, you fucking lying. Why everybody saying it? It's like, hey, you like, it's all in your head. You're going crazy. It's all in your head. And I kept her playing back and back and back. And then she's like, I swear on the baby, she could die right now. When she said that, I said she wouldn't allow my daughter because I know how much Sarah loves that little girl.
Yeah.
That little girl?
So
You
I
mean
stopped.
your
I
little
said,
girl,
yo,
right?
Sarah,
come on, bro. Language thing, like, come on.
So you know at this point that she didn't do it.
Look. I'm like, yo, Sarah. At this very time, I'm like, she couldn't done it. She swore. I kissed her. I said, yo, Sarah, I won't ever do that again. I'm sorry. Like, $70,000 worth of stuff. I said, yo, Sarah.
But we can't go. Let's go back.
No. But let me finish. I said, I won't ever do that. Like, please, like, long story short, like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. I won't ever do that again. I'm losing my mind. I just don't want to lose you, right? She's like, yeah. That's September, right? So we went June 16th, July 22nd. Now, September, the tour. So I just put my hands on my baby moms because I had a thought that she was sleeping with Shotti, which she completely denied, and I felt so terribly wrong because I said, I just did this to beat it out of her, and I was bugging, like it never happened, you know what I'm trying to say? Because she said it's all, like she swore on the baby, it could never happen, you know what I'm saying? So that happened September.
Right, so you whooped her ass and you believed her.
Come to this tour whatsoever. He didn't come to that tour. He didn't come. He didn't participate the whole time he stood in New York. I said, I'm losing my mind. I flew back to New York. I took a $180,000 jet back from Dubai to New York. When we get to New York, the feds are at the airport and they subpoena my baby mom, Sarah Molina. Mm-hmm. Remember, they got raided. I got raided in Milan when I was
the whole
Milan,
subpoena
so
is what issued, ordered at
the private thing, but they
the airport.
Blew up, so they want to alert
but there needs to be a court date. This is BS. There needs to be a bloody court date. What will they subpoena her to? Don't make sense.
But we're gonna get into domestic violence.
You subpoena her to what?
Because people, I'm still answering the question. Why did I?
Oh, to make her what?
Fast forward
Hold up.
October 22nd.
Did he get arrested for beating her then, and then she got subpoenaed to speak against him or something?
September.
He ain't making it clear.
And now we're going to October 26th. October 26th, I'm getting sentenced for my child misconduct case, the child in a sexual performance. I get 4 years probation. The Judge Menon says that day, do not get into any police contact and do not involve yourself with Treyway. Do not say Treyway and do not be in gang activity. She says that day when I get sentenced. 20 minutes later, Shotti and Crippy are getting into a fight with the guy, Elliot Grange, who signed me at Philippe's, where the shooting happened. Remember? Where Alexis Scott was there, where Shotti.
See, because I think I hit you up about that. Mm-hmm. You said you wasn't there.
I wasn't there. I went.
Yeah.
When I saw Shotti acting like the judge just said, do not be engaged. So you don't really love me. You just was in the courtroom. I think he hoped I really went to jail that day because
Bro's
for the
going
judge
around
to
the
say
house
do
a
not
bit, like...
get into any trouble. 20 minutes later, you're fighting to get in a restaurant where you're not invited to. A shooting happens. They shoot one of our entourage in the stomach. He's on a shit bag now. Shotti's throwing chairs. Now it's all over the news. Judge just sentenced Tekashi to 4 years probation. 20 minutes later, there's a shooting.
Right.
You don't really love me. You want me to go to jail. So you know what? I gotta leave. I gotta go.
How did he come to that conclusion from those things?
These guys don't really love me. They want me to go to jail. I can't. I try to start this myself. I tell my probation officer, I said, I gotta leave New York. Because I need permission. I gotta leave New York. I'm getting into a lot of trouble here. Me, Nikki, and Kanye get on the phone. We're going to shoot a video.
Why you need permission? What, is he on some bail or something at this point? Like,
and this is when the shooting happened, right?
When I go to LA, we're about to shoot a video. I take Rachel, Jade, and her sister with me. That's when I first met them. I take them to LA with me, and we're about to shoot a video. They're about to be in the video. And, you know, the whole shooting happened at the house. I think one of the vixens that we sent home, because we got them from an agency, were probably upset that we sent them home and gave the location of the video shoot, and the shooting happened at the video shoot.
Who did the shooting?
I don't know. We don't know. Like, it's just a shooting that happened. But I don't want to lose focus, right? I leave to LA. I take these girls with me.
Yo, man's
Shotty
going
ends up
from an
coming,
event to
right?
event. It's kind of
Shotty
spin
tries to
anyone's
talk
head.
to Jade's sister, right? But she's not giving him no play. She's like, nah, like, I'm good, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's trying to, like, talk to her, and she's like, nah, I'm not interested. He goes like, yo, I'm about to fly back to New York to go fight this court case, right? And I'm going to be back. Just try to put it in the word for me with Jade's sister, you know, that I'm, you know,
He's trying to give it sister.
So, long story short, that when he flies back to New York,
Yeah.
you know, I'm checking up on my baby mom. So I call Sarah. I'm like, yo, Sarah. Like, no, I call her. She not answering. The whole day. Like, that's not like Sarah. So I call her. I'm like, yo, Sarah, where you at? She's like, I was sleeping.
Wouldn't you be worried she'd be
Where's the baby?
kidnapped?
Like,
You know, like they
at my
just
mom's
kidnapped you recently. You know, like
Said,
I don't know. Be more worried for her safety kind of
so
thing.
where you
bro.
at? You know what I'm saying? She's like, oh, I'm at the house. Why you not with the baby? We get into a fight, right? I hang up. I call Shotti. He don't answer me. Shotti then calls me a couple hours later, saying, "Yo, I'm coming back. I'm coming. I'm good. I'm good. Like the case went. He's like, yo, the girls are still there. Mind you, Jade and her sister are about to leave, but I'm not telling him that because I really want him to come. This is where it gets where I knew it's over. Shotti's on his way back. Jade is like, yo, I gotta go because I got my daughter. Right? So, but I'm not gonna tell Shotti that. I'm not gonna tell Shotti that. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I want him to come. So he's like, yo, the girl's still there? I'm like, yeah, they're
You want
here,
to
but
see
I
the
know they
dude who
already
had
on a
you
flight back to
kidnapped
New York.
now?
Long story short, Shotti lands. He's like, yo, and now I'm feeling funny because I'm calling my baby mom. She not answering, and I already got that in the back of my head.
Look, bro, most people would be feeling funny if
So
they want to meet the guy who
at this point,
kidnapped them, right?
Shotty has already tried to kidnap you.
Exactly.
No.
So why
Shotty
you want to
didn't
meet
kidnap
him?
I mean,
He's had you kidnapped.
He's doing a lot of
I'm
funny
sorry,
shit.
I'm getting them mixed up, but Shotty is suspicious at this
Yes,
point. Because
So why you want to see him?
He has a lot that he's not doing nothing, like, you know what I'm saying? He's
but you got him around, but you just don't know.
Remember, since June 16th, he started being distant. Shotti gets back to LA. Where's the girls at? I'm like, yo, bro, I gotta put you on. I'm lying to him at this point. I'm like, yo, me and Jade got into a fight. He's like, what happened?
Why you even want to see the guy who kidnapped you? Who had you kidnapped?
Like, I'm calling Jade, and it was going straight to voicemail. I'm like, yo, she blocked my
It's
number,
a fair
bro.
question.
And he's like, what happened? So I lied to him. I said, yo, let me use your phone. Let me see if she answers. I called Jade's number. I put it on speaker so he could hear the phone ring. When he hears the phone ring, I walk out because now I'm about to get into a deep conversation with Jade to front like, why'd you block my number? But the whole time I just wanted his phone to go through his phone.
Right.
Okay.
When I go to the other room, I swipe up.
The guy who's had you kidnapped is gonna give you his phone to look through it?
First message I see.
Come on, man. It's a bit...
Why'd you hang up on me? Call me after you done running. You still with that bitch? Yo, like, call me back. Mad messages like, oh, they fucking with each other. And this is my baby mom's number. I just see the message like, call me after you done running, call me back. Yo, you with that girl? Da-da-da-da. Where's Danny? Da-da-da-da. You know where my heart fell? Like you really my best friend. Like you. And at that moment, I'm just like, the man right in the other room is sleeping with my girl, and he swear he my brother. So I go, you know, you gotta give the phone back. So I swiped up and I deleted like all the shit, like all of the pages that I was looking at. So in case he goes, he's like, yo, he was in my text messages. So I'm like, I give him back his phone and I'm looking at me, he's smiling in my face. That shit crushed me. He's like, what happened? She ain't answer? I'm like, nah, she ain't answer. Gave him the phone back. I'm like, yo, I
Wiped
gotta
so
go
he
back to
can't
New
see
York.
what you saw in his phone.
He like,
Text. What?
Alright, when you wanna go? I say, book a flight right now. Alright. The whole time my heart racing, I called Jade. I'm like, yo, Jade, is there anybody in my circle right now that you seem funny? Like, she's like, no, why you asking me that? I said, yo, Jade, just answer the question. She's like, if you really want me to, when we, like, Shotti, like, he looked like he envy you. I said, what you mean? Like, you know, last year, I'm like, what you mean? Like, there's something that I'm not seeing that everybody's seeing. What do you see? It's like, I don't know, like, he's jealous of you. I said, well, why you say that? It's like, I don't know, I just feel that way. I said, yo, I'm coming back to New York. I hung up on him. He get back in the car, we in the gas station fuel and go to the airport. Like, my stomach hurt, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I don't even know how to go about it. This nigga got a gun on his lap, like, he's just like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm just looking at him like, this is crazy. Like, something that she made me feel crazy for. Like, it's all in your head. It's all in your head. I swear to my daughter, like, and I knew when I was beating her, I said, yo, I'm bugging. Like, no, like, you know what I'm trying to say? This is all fake. And when you really love somebody, you in denial. You like, nah, I still don't believe it. You know what I'm trying to say? So I said, all right. So we get back to New York. Well, no, on the plane, I'm sleeping. And I wake up and I open, and why is Shotti recording me sleeping?
So he's standing on.
No, we in first class. We in first class. I'm like this. I wake up and I see him, and he's recording me sleeping. Mm. And then he's like he goes back. He's like, yo, you was gone.
Well, we can't have more viewers in here because
so I'm like,
we got
at this point, my heart just, I'm getting like a
something.
depressing feeling. So we land in New York.
Get more subscribers and we get more viewers. Subscribe, peeps.
Get any worse. You know what Shotti tells me before I pull off to the house?
Other people can't watch until.
He's like, yo.
Yeah, we get more
If you
subscribers.
don't really feel like you want to be with Sarah no more, yo, for y'all to stop fighting, why don't you just get her own apartment with the baby?
Oh, we're up to 132 viewers right now.
What made you quiet? What made you? Because you said you got on a plane. Like, why didn't you?
I wanted to go home. I just needed to see her and really. You made me feel like I was crazy. Like, you made me feel like you said, yo, it's only at. So I had to go home. I had to look in her face and ask her, like, yo, you fuck, like, you know, I was enraged. Like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I was bugging. So he said, yo, just get her own apartment. I said, all right, man. Like, I'm gonna holler at you. I'm gonna call you. Shut the door. I said, Sam, drive to the fucking house and drive on the grass. I don't give a fuck. Get me to the house. When I get to the house, she's there with her mother and her father, so I don't bring it up, right? Because it's embarrassing. I don't want to bring that up. I called Jade. I was like, yo, Jade, what you doing? She like, nothing. I said, yo, I'm going to come see you. She's like, all right, come. So me and Jade go out that night, but the whole time, I'm just trying to like, get that out of my head. And Jade was there. Like, that's, I could never, if me and Jade never belonged together, like, me and her could break up and me and her could go separate ways, but I will always have respect for that girl. Because she stepped up when nobody would. Through the snitching, through all this controversy, she stood there. Whether she do what she do, whether she did what she did, whether she, that don't matter to me. Just be true with me. You know what I'm saying? I needed somebody to play that part, and she played it. We go out that night. I said, yo, I'm going to take you home. I'm going back home. Because I got to finish this address with Sarah. I drive back after we go to the club. I drop Jade off. I go back home. I sleep on the couch because I don't even want to go upstairs. My stomach hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sarah wakes me up banging the phone on my head. Where you was at? I'm like, Sarah, I'm the wrong person to do that to right now. Hey, wake up. Where you was at? Where you was at? I said, yo, Sarah, let me see your phone. She's like, what do you want to see my phone? Let me see your phone. I said, here, have my phone. Where's your phone? She gives me her phone. I go to the messages. Why every message is there but the flirting messages? So she's individually deleting them and leaving, like, the where's Danny to make it seem like it's just natural conversations. Listen, I punched her in her mouth. Boom, hit her. He said, get all your shit, get the fuck out.
You know that's hard for me to hear.
I know that. But I gotta be truth. If I lie to you, I'm not being real with you. You know what I'm saying? I have to tell you this because you have to know the stories detail by detail. Because then I'll be here, oh, but he left this out. Oh, say how you did this, but why you not saying you did that? I have to be real. Like, I'm going through every text message, I have to tell you the truth. Because if not, like, oh, he's trying to make himself look good.
But let me ask you really quickly, how many times...
Me and Sarah had a physical...
So y'all had an abuse?
Yeah, like, she's heavy-handed. She's bigger than me. Not, we the same height, but she's a heavy set girl. Like, me and her, and not to make it justifiable, but me and her will always get into hand-to-hand fights, like me and Sarah.
So y'all had an abusive relationship?
Yeah.
Because I know that abuse, you don't just knock somebody out.
And her mother say it all the time, like, I know my daughter's in the wrong because she loved to play with her hands and
So if there are women that say I don't like Tekashi and I never will because he abuses women,
and I can't tell them to change their mind. I gotta respect it and say, listen, I'm sorry. And if you don't like me and it bothers me, but I'd rather you be true to yourself than me changing my mind. Say, no, I'm this perfect angel. No, I committed wrongs. I'm wrong. There's no justifying it.
Is she the only woman that you had an abusive relationship?
Yeah, because I was with her since I was like 15. You know what I'm trying to say? So long story short, I said, get the fuck out. She leaves. Remember, I'm such a simp that I still in my head like, nah, she didn't really do it. She didn't do it because it didn't talk about sex. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really trying to justify that she didn't do it while I'm seeing all these text messages. I call her back. Now I get an apartment with Jade. I move in with Jade. Like, I just met Jade and I just moved in with her. Like, I said, yo, let's get a crib.
How long have you known her at this point?
At this point, like 5 days. Like
5 days.
Like 5 days. I go out of an apartment. I bought furniture. I bought TVs.
So you move fast.
Yeah, I said, bring your daughter. Like, yo, like I just started a whole different family. Like, yo, I was bugging. I was like, yo, get your kid.
So where's your daughter and where's your relationship with her and Sarah at this point?
No, hold on. We're gonna skip right now. Hold on. So I'm like, all right, get a crib. I call Sarah. Sarah's like, like, yo, you living with that girl now? I'm like, yo, I just gotta clear my mind, yo. Wife, and she like, yo, Danny, you're bugging. Like, but I'm not telling her what I saw. Cause she's gonna deny it. Right. You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm just like, Sarah, look, you lying. You know what I'm saying? And me, Sarah, her baby, I'm like, yo, tell her that you talking to Shotti. She's like, you're bugging. What are you talking about? Like, I'm not talking to Shotti. Like, what are you talking about? Da-da-da. I'm like, yo, Sarah, da-da-da-da. Like, it just got into a mess. So now I'm still accusing her and she's denying it, which is making me feel good because it's like, you're not admitting it because it's not true. I didn't want to believe it was true. So I'm like, she's denying it. Thank you, because it makes me feel good. Like, yo, you wouldn't do that to me.
So what made you so mad? Is it because it was with Shotti? Because you both were cheating on each other. Yeah.
Yo.
Well, of course, it's betrayal, but I'm
imagine you. It hurts because it's like, yo, why don't you cheat with a guy from Connecticut? Why don't you cheat with a guy from Texas? Cheat with them.
But you are you're not justifying.
I don't want to know.
You're not justifying that she did.
It don't hurt if you don't know.
But you're saying it didn't justify the consequence that you gave her.
What do you mean?
You're not saying that you understand that Sarah's cheating with Shotti. If that's
it's the way I handled it. Yeah, it's the way I handled the situation. Mm-hmm. So, long story short, that's like a Wednesday. That Friday, now let's get close. That Friday, I go to the Breakfast Club, right? Because after I saw those messages, I said, fuck all them dirty bloods. I got no crew. This is November 15th. I'm not non-trained no more. I fired everybody, nobody in my camp, because now I have an idea of what's going on. November 15th. After that Breakfast Club interview, before I fired everybody, I think it's dated right here, look.
Yeah, you came to the interview saying that you were done, you denounced them.
Watch It All Crumble, November 15th of 2018. I made a video saying, I fired everybody. That's a Thursday. I said, watch it all crumble. everybody in my team. I got no manager, I got no booking agent, no PR, no public. I don't got no. It's dated November 18th. November 15th of 2018. November 15th, 2018, I fired everybody. That was on a Thursday. The very next morning, November 16th, I went on Breakfast Club and said I denounced being entree. I'm not an entree. Fuck all them dirty bloods. Remember, the night of November 15th, I get a call from Intel. And this is how I find out Shotti was really sleeping with Sarah. The Fed said, yo, we just intercepted a wiretap and we know that Shotti and Sarah are fucking. I hear from a federal agent.
The feds, what
That's
gave you a
November
bell and
16th.
said that?
Now my heart is shattered.
That sounds a little bit.
I go that night to Sarah's house with her mother and father there. I said, yo, we just got called from the feds, and the feds said that you fucking Shotti in front of her mom and her dad. She rushes out the living room. Goes to her room, and starts crying. Just how me and you sitting, she's sitting on her bed. I'm sitting on the chair. I grab her hands just like this. I'm like, little Sarah, we're with each other for 7 years. I love you, and that's never gonna change. Don't embarrass me. The feds are running down on us, and this is about to be plastered everywhere. You're gonna embarrass me when everybody knows this? Give me a chance to clean this up. It's embarrassing. I said, Sarah, please. And she's crying. Like, you could see her face is just covered in water. And I kissed her at that. Like, me and her kissed, and I said, Sarah, nothing's going to change. She's like, nothing's ever going to be the same. Please, like, nothing's ever going to be. I said, Sarah, trust me. Like, if you did it, just let me know. At that very moment, Sarah looked at me and said, did it happen? Yes or no? If you don't want to say yes, just shake your head. And she shook her head yes. She shook her head yes, and I said, yo, nothing's gonna change. I'm gonna get us through this.
Were you being serious?
No, I was lying. But I needed that closure. So I'm like, I said, get in the car. She's like, nah. Like, you gonna pop on me. I said, Sarah, get in the car. She gets in the car. I says, Sarah, when? Why? How? I said, how many times? I'm sick. I said, how many times? She said, a handful. I said, what's a handful? She said, a lot of times. I said, where? In the house? She said, yeah, in the house. I said, where else? She said, in his house. I said, when did it start? She said, she said, remember that time you called me from jail and said you needed a lawyer? June 16th?
I'm sorry, y'all.
I swear to God. And I called her. She said, Shotti took me to get the lawyer. After we went to the lawyer, he took me to a spa downtown Manhattan. And at the spa, they went to get massages. And this guy's a fucking greaseball. He took her to go get a massage and, like, forced himself on her. And not to say that only he's wrong, but she should have knew, like, yo, chill. You my baby father's man. So that's why I said, remember that day, June 16th. Then July 22nd. Then September. Then October. And now we in November. So she's telling me about the spa. I'm just like, yo, I don't want to hear it no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I'm going to drop you off with your mother. And she's like, you gonna call me though, right? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yo, this is gonna be everywhere because the Fed confirmed it for me. So I'm like, delete your Instagram. She's like, all right. She's trying to hold on to me at this point. She deletes her Instagram, and I drop off her mom, and I go back to Jade, and I'm like, she's like, what's going on? I don't tell Jade because I'm embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? That's embarrassing. So she's like, what's wrong? You look like nothing. That's November 16th. The very next day, November 17th. November 17th, I'm in a sneaker store. The feds grab me. They're like, yo, you have to come with us. I'm like, who are you? Like, yo, you have to come with us. They tell me they're the feds. At this point, I'm snitch ready. You know what I'm trying to say? So a lot of people don't know this. I was snitching before I got locked up. But it wasn't official till I got locked up because I had to sign papers.
So this is you about to tell us when it started. The snitching.
Snitching, you
So
don't have
November
to sign
17th, I'm in
papers
the
for
interrogation
talking
with
to
the
be
feds, and they're
talking,
like,
do
yo,
you?
they heard the wiretap saying super
If
duper
he's
violating
talking
with
to
Jim Jones,
police,
Mel Murder, and
you
Shotti.
don't need
Like,
no
yo, if you
signature
see
for
him, shoot the security guards. They can't
to
shoot
remember
back. They
that
don't got license
information, do they?
to shoot
Like,
back. So the feds are asking me, who would hurt you? And I'm like, why? But they're not telling me about the wiretap yet. They're like, yo, this, that, and the third. Yo, listen, we want to give you protection. I said, listen, I will cooperate with y'all. Like, I'm ready to snitch, but I can't be seen with no feds. I got an album coming out.
but why exactly again? Is it because the dude
So they're like,
was linking his
you're
girl?
denying the protection. I'm like, yeah, but any information y'all need, I could give y'all because they're ready to kill me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is
So they're like, all right, you free to go.
this bro's
This is November
reason?
17th. I leave. Very next morning, November 18th, I go to a meeting with one of the booking agents. They're like, yo, you need to come to Arizona and do this show. I said, what you mean what show? They said, we paid you $160,000 or $180,000 for this show.
I remember that they were taking money on behalf of
I said $160,000, $180,000. You only sent me $60,000.
They exploiting
They said,
him.
what? We sent Confronting Jordan Shotti $160,000, $80,000.
Using
I said,
him
yo,
and all that.
I already knew, like, I'm in too deep. 6 o'clock, me and Jade are ready. After the meeting with the booking agents, I'm like, yo, I found out they stealing money. I found out all this shit. I'm like, yo,
Happens
let's
to
go
a
to
lot
the
of
show.
people though, with people
We're hanging
stealing
out
money
in
around them and
Connecticut.
stuff and using them and
As we're pulling out the driveway, the feds just took us down, took the whole gang down, non-Trey. And then.
And again, did you have another conversation with God at that point?
As soon as I got
Dr.
locked
Murray,
up,
what specifically do you think
I
dumb
felt
here?
a relief, like it's over. It's over. I felt better. Like, I felt like, yes, this is over. Because I was ready to die. And they were ready to kill me. The day I got locked up.
I feel like a lot of people felt like you got saved by going to jail.
Yeah, I got saved. The Fed saved me because at that time everything was released that Shotti was on a wiretap trying to violate me that night. So you know.
So you would say your time in jail was a blessing.
It was like a relief, like clean start. Like God.
You weren't afraid of the people in jail?
No, fuck no. I was in a jail.
That's where the real butter is.
I was in a jail full of snitches, full of rats.
So you? Because I was wondering.
I was chilling.
You had cellmates. You said you had like 5.
Yeah, but they all
but
too. They ain't trying to fuck up whatever they got going on with the government. So.
You know what I mean? Like, what you're chilling with? What are people who say it on the internet? PEDOS?
It was God cut my grass so I could see the
disgusting
snakes
people like
in it. And
did he say, so okay, let's get into this because this is what I wanted to ask you.
But again, to answer your question, I know it was a long answer. That's what made me snitch.
So I mean, now that we are towards the end of this very long interview, do you feel like you got to say what you wanted to say?
I feel like the people need to know. They didn't know really the details of the thing. They didn't know what happened and they didn't know how it played out. And I hope I explained it the best way I could. But you know, I just enjoyed.
You could have said it more
having a conversation with you.
I feel like it was a cool conversation because. You know, I don't demonize you. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I could hold you accountable. And we've talked about that. Like, do I like the domestic violence? No. But I want to know, what's the future of your career in the next 5 years?
So
what do you
bro
see?
saying that he snitched because of
but I wanna stay on
being
top.
used to put money stolen from
So you want to continue rapping for the rest?
Dude sleeping with his girl and
I'm not getting no help, right? And the album's out.
Because they kidnapped him.
The album's out. Tattletales.
Where is it?
Or is it literally more about his girl?
Number one.
Remember, I'm going against Big Sean.
Yeah.
Big Sean got
Detroit.
Nipsey Hussle, Eminem, Post Malone, Erykah Badu. Yes, everybody. I'm competing by myself with all of those people, and I'm still projected to debut number 1. So it's just been a tough battle. Like I've been battling with myself, battling the industry, battling everybody, but it's like an adventure that nobody goes through. Now I get to tell that story. Like I did that. know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they do limit, Jerry, they do limit the viewers in the live.
You doing all
How many it say in here
realest
to you?
person
Like,
I just love facts. That's the thing about me. Yo, 6ix9ine, you did domestic violence. Yeah, that's true. Yo, 6ix9ine, you was involved with a underage
you have
girl.
to
Yeah, that's true.
scroll
deny,
3
right, as
times
far
to
as, like,
access.
You deny that it was.
What?
I mean, well, you're.
No, I was
Damn.
there. I was
Yeah,
there.
but you don't.
There was no sexual contact though.
That's what I'm saying.
In
You're
the court
denying
documents. No, I didn't deny. It was facts. Like there was no sexual contact. All I got was being in the video. You know what I'm saying? But that's responsibility. I shouldn't have been there. You know what I'm saying? But everything like your 6ix9ine, you did snitch. Yeah, I did that.
So this is gonna be my last question for you. Coming out of jail, right? You said you talked to God.
It is a bit,
What was it that you were determined to do different in your
It's
life?
6ix9ine's reasons why he snitched.
And all the times he said,
I feel like God wants me to help the less fortunate. Like, yo, you know how much you want to talk about Jade, you want to talk about
Interesting but different perspective, I guess.
You know how
I
much
don't
money
know.
I give out to just people?
I don't know.
I mean, you tell me how much I passed out $100 bills for my entire career.
So you think God has you in position to
God
be
just makes me
fortunate to give to
Yeah,
others.
like remember I didn't have to like yo, I tell this to Jay Ozone, I say yo, $10,000 lot. She be like yo, give me $10, I'm going to like $10,000 is a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I be giving out $200,000 to foundations that don't even want to take it. I just feel like if God gave me money, it's not for me and my family. It's to help people in need, like me.
Which we have seen that you're very focused.
I'm a very
The sad thing is
one thing I love more than
people
kids
get
is animals.
horrible when you got money,
I
and
try to help like people in
even
need.
if someone grinds hard and saves a lot of money, people get disgusting about it and think that they have a right to it
Do you feel like
when they don't.
And I'm asking you this because I can relate to you in the sense of people saying, "Oh, when
Like,
you
it's
talk
on
to
the
God, so what did he
person.
say?
They
Did
can
he say,
choose if
can
they
you
want to
love
give
God,
some
right? And then have a
away.
platform
That's
like
on
mine.
them. But
I think I can,
no one has a
obviously, because
right
I have
to
a
it.
news platform. It's a media platform. But I'm going to ask you, can you love God and be 6ix9ine? All of who 6ix9ine is. Can you honor God? Because you're talking about loyalty, honor, and all of that. Do you feel, and I'm not judging you one way or the next. I just want to know, I want to ask you, do you feel like you do? Or do you feel conflicted?
I feel like it's hard, but I feel like I'm trying to reach a certain stage where like God uses me as a tool to convert the masses. You know what I'm saying?
Convert the masses to what?
I feel like when I reach that certain point where rap is no longer it, there's people out there who's lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very passionate when I speak. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like God is going to use me as a tool one day.
To convert the masses to what,
the
though?
tattoos, the rainbow hair. You know what I'm saying? They see that and just is like gravitating. But I feel like that's all a fucking gimmick to grab your attention. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I see Cat Williams talk about some real shit, right? About politics and all this stuff, but he wore the rainbow wig. But he knew that would grab the people's attention. Does that make sense?
Yes. But so,
okay.
Thank you for the interview.
My hand broken, but...
Wait, why'd you break your hand?
I hit it on a banister.
So you didn't get in a fight or nothing?
No, I didn't get in a fight, no. All right. I can't fight.
Yeah.
I really can't fight.
Well, this was good. This was good.
Alright. Yo,
alright, people. Sub up and all, like, Realize Bars, REALEYESBARS. We'll be back soon. There's a whole nother part we're gonna bring. We're gonna just leave it with like a 10-minute break or something. So, back in 10 minutes. As said, yeah. REALEYESBARS. At least, I think that's how you spell real eyes balls. So yeah, 10 minutes. We rock and roll on to the other part. Poor me, cause well, nah. But there's more important questions. Let's just put it like that. 10 minutes. More important questions. See you then. Hope you're all good as well. Take it easy. Having a good new year and that. I hope you are.